Hey everybody, how you doing? Today's one-a-day is government owned but not approved. I'll get into that in a second. I just want to say this. I hope you're having the best Monday of your life, and if you aren't, I'm going to teach you how to do it. Okay? And the next thing is that today I have my Q&A, and that Q&A might go over 2 hours. Okay? I want to get all the questions done. There's 43 questions. I will let live questions come in. And sometime this week, I'm going to get into, tomorrow I'm going to be doing more one-a-days throughout the week about our fasting challenge on May the 15th. You know what we're doing for you guys? We're going to be putting together a little mini guide about everything you need to do about the fasting, okay? So if you've never fasted before, you'd want to take a look at my perfect day and start eating the perfect day diet. And it's in my perfect day guide if you check that out. But we're going to tell you everything, no matter where you are. If you've never done it before, even if you don't eat good yet, that's good. You probably think you eat good, but we want you to eat great. And what we're going to do, no matter where you are, in this little guide, is going to tell you how to get started and understand something. Just making the effort. And then if you decide you can't go any further, then we'll do it again. Okay, so understand, we're going to have a fasting challenge about every month and a half, okay? And we're going to continually to do that because that's the only way that we can show you your potential. So let's do the most craziest thing that somebody wouldn't do. So that most people wouldn't do. So some people will go from white bread to brown bread, from brown bread to sprouted bread, but most people won't go to fasting because they've been programmed to fear not eating and going without food. Meanwhile, it's the most powerful thing to unleash the most powerful part of you, and it doesn't hardly cost anything, okay? And every time you fast, okay, the first time you go to fast, you've got your subconscious going, no, 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 you've eaten 3 meals, 3 snacks every day. We could never live without that. You know how when you go without just one meal, you get a headache and you feel like you've got low blood sugar? Well, let me tell you something. That's called dysfunctional emotional programs you're running, okay? That's all that is. And believe it or not, I'm going to prove to you that your emotions run all your programs. Oh, they run all your diseases, okay? I'm going to prove to you that everything from constipation to cancer is an emotional issue in your tissue. All right, so I meant to come on here sooner, but I'm going to tell you what a day this has been, okay? I mean, I'm serious. What a day this has been. Okay, we just finished off with our sale. And anyways, so when that happens, there's always a lot of questions after and a lot of people wanting to know how to do products, how to start this, how to do that, and everything like that. But here's the deal. Today's one-a-day is government owned but not approved. Now I just want to say something. And then you know what? Oh, before I say that, I want to tell you this. So anyways, you know how we do a lot of video, right? So I've got like 2 guys working in-house doing videos, and then I've got a guy who does splicing and dicing. And he was doing a great job, and he was really nice about it, but he said, Dr. Wolfe, I'm going to be unable to do your video splicing and dicing, okay? Because I don't believe in what you believe in. And I believe that everything that I'm hearing out there from our government is true. And you've said a few times that those things aren't true. So I'm no longer to work for you. And then so one of my staff didn't want to give me the email because they thought I'd be really upset. But understand something, I already know that we're a minority, but guess what? We won't always be in a minority, so it's okay. So like I told you before, you don't have to like me, but at least give my beliefs some chance. Because if you look at me and you look at my life and everything that's going on, ask yourself why he's so energetic and he's so happy and he's so joyful, and that most of the population is not energetic and not too happy. And yeah, so when I was told that, I said, well, just look for another video guy. He's allowed to have his beliefs. You know, he's allowed not to like me. It's okay. So understand something. The majority of the population, okay, right now, okay, is asleep. And until you're awake, you'll never know you were asleep. And until you're aware, you can never take responsibility for your life. Unless you take responsibility for your life, someone else is doing it. So the government is taking responsibility for your life right now, okay? And but they're not approving of you. So you are owned, but you're not approved. And it's just like this. I am not approved by the Canadian government in my schooling, but I am approved by the World Organization of Natural Medicine. And I want to be approved by them. I don't want to be approved by the government. So if I was approved by the government then that means that I approve of the government. But I don't approve of the government, most of the things they do. And the things that the government approves, like physio, come on, all right? And they approve medical care, come on. You know what? A small percentage of medical care is what we need, okay? And the realization is this. I already told you, whether you want to come to me or go to someone else, it really doesn't matter. But here's the deal. Unless you're being trained to look after your, unless you're being trained to master your mind, you'll never master your body. And if you never master your body, oh my God, that's why we got into this problem. Let me tell you something. You put COVID on all my tables and all my doorknobs and put COVID everywhere, okay, that you want in my house. You think I'm kidding? I'm not. Healthy people do not get sick. And healthy people have viruses. Healthy people have bad bacteria. Healthy people have fungus. But they also have an immune system. Understand, we make viruses every day. But does your immune system, can it handle it? Okay? Bad bacteria? We take in bad bacteria all the time. That's why we let children play with toys and put them in their mouths, because it's to build their immune system. But I know this one could be a little different, but the reality is I'm not trying to be a smartass here, but I'm trying to tell you I'm not fearful of it, okay? There's people that actually will let poisonous snakes, okay, bite them, and that are supposed to kill them, and they don't die. Go on YouTube if you don't believe me. So it's either fear or faith. Which one do you want, okay? Then there's people that will actually drink arsenic. It's on YouTube, don't believe me. And it should kill them, that dosage, but they hold the faith, and their vibration is higher than that. So I'm not telling you to do these things, okay? And then there's people that will walk on hot coals, and their skin never gets burnt. But if you walk on those hot coals while you're walking on it and you believe your skin's going to be burnt, it'll be seared right off your foot. So understand something, faith is a really big thing. So sometimes people will say, I think there is no God, or God has deserted us. No, we come down here to this life-challenging, fun-filled experience. And unless you know the rules, you'll be government-owned and disapproved of. All right, so that's all I wanted to say today. And you know what? I'm allowed to say that. And you know what? People think that everything has to be politically correct. Well, I don't like political correctness because there's no such thing. And I don't want it in my life. Thank you very much. Okay? So I don't mind being challenged, okay? But I want to be challenged by a logical mind. I mean, there is so much, okay? So much no thinking going on. Just spitting it out. I really do think about the things I'm going to say. And I do know that the things I'm going to say are going to stir up things. But what the heck? Every great master that's ever been on this planet has stirred up things. Oh, but we're not supposed to do that now. Oh, because we're not supposed to have any great masters. And I'm not telling you I'm a great master, because I know I'm not a great master. I'm a mister. There's Mr. Darryl. Okay, that's it. But understand something. That doesn't mean that I'm going to lay down, okay, for anybody. All right? I'm not going to do it. So don't tell me what's politically correct, because I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you I am going to do what I believe the masters that came before me would do. And that's what I'm going to do. And why am I going to do it? Oh, not for any reason except this. I want my Creator to be proud of me. And you think I'm kidding? I'm not. That when I take my last breath, okay, and I mean it, I will take it and I'll have no problem doing it, because I already know that I'm an eternal spirit. I am infinite. But while I'm down here, I am going to have the adventure of a lifetime. I am not going to be fearful at all. I am going to be full of faith. And that is it. And you know what? You can say, wow, he's full of BS. Well, guess what? Come to my course. Ask my family. Ask my friends. And they will tell you that this is how I live. And this is what I want for you. And I am going to make this the year of years that I give this to as many people as possible, because it's your God-given right, okay? Because guess what, all right? Nobody owns you, and God has always approved of you. Hope to see you in my Q&A.